Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction, a game that freely borrows without actually giving back. D3 has published another smash hit with this game. D3 is basically the new THQ. It publishes the tie-in games these days. They're also the ones behind the original Earth Defense Force games and White Knight Chronicles 2. All their games seem to be summarized by my first sentence: freely borrowing without actually giving back. We saw Diablo influence in Guardians of Middle-earth, and here with Ben 10, we see influences from God of War, Batman Arkham series, and Assassin's Creed, which on paper sounds like a beautiful mix. It could be, but it wasn't here. The game's overall feel is God of War, but it feels broken, especially with its hovering characters. Hovering is based on rules rather than freedom, leading to many frustrating deaths to seasoned gamers used to control. Luckily, these sections are few and far between. Cosmic Destruction is a puzzle adventure game. There's plenty of lifeless platforming and puzzles are very easy to solve, and much like in God of War, they feel like they're just there to slow progression. But it's worse so here because of alien varieties. Odd sentence, isn't it? How could variety make something worse? Well, it isn't exactly the variety alone. It's pace and space. You have 11 different alien forms you can choose from at the start of the level. You bring 4 with you, all with special abilities and perks that can be used to solve puzzles and progress through the game's levels. It's a bit of a hassle to have to switch characters so frequently though. Picture 3 buttons in front of you labeled A, B, A. Only Alien 1 can press button A, and only Alien 2 can press button B. So you have to do 3 back-to-back switches. This isn't a literal example, but kinda gives you an idea of level progression. It's tedious. Combat, on the other hand, borrows from Arkham and Assassin's Creed, down to the final slow-mo attack the Arkham game does. You're given a counter indication like in Arkham and Assassin's Creed, and while this is the same for most games, like Assassin's Creed, the enemies are varied in a way that makes them predictable. Arkham may have very few enemy types, but they don't typically follow a predictable pattern. They do in this game. I find myself, much like in Assassin's Creed, waiting for shield-wielding enemies to attack just so I can break their defense and take them out. The game is very fun though, and even with easy puzzles, they still engage your mind enough to not feel like you're just going through the motions to see credits. Overall, level design is repetitive and colorless. I get bored just looking at the game. It's definitely one of those games hard to put down once you start, but actually wanting to start is the hard part. The game is lengthy, about 6 to 8 hours long. If you're a fan of Ben 10, you'll absolutely love this game. The aliens, bosses, and characters are all there. If you're a trophy hunter, you will absolutely love this game, as each level only contains 3 collectibles, and trophies are very easy to obtain. But again, it's broken. The game started to bug up towards the second to last level in the game. I was falling through floors that should have been solid, hitting loading screens mid-air until it ultimately crashed. Not even my PS3, just the game itself. Almost as if the developers couldn't bear their own game enough to bug test it thoroughly. For that reason and many others, for anyone else other than trophy hunters and Ben 10 fans, I can't really recommend this game. For what it is, an action-adventure puzzle game, 6.5 out of 10. And as an overall game, 6 out of 10. If you played this game, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, thumbs up if you liked the video, and tune in Monday for Mystery Box Monday, where you find out what game we're playing next. Thanks for watching.
Am I good or am I good?